Yo. He talked shit about me last time the way I started the episode, so let's do it right.
What else say?
You know what's poppin'. It's your host, Shady, a.k.a. Cartier, and
Mobius.
It's the Unknown Unknowns Laboratory. Yeah, we tripping out right now, man. We trying to make this fun because this is going to be a long one. What is it? December.
The wrap-up.
Woo! My bad, go ahead. This is going to be a long one. What is it?
It's the wrap-up.
You already...
Bing bong.
Oh, shit. You already know bing bong, bing bong. Young, protect your neck. But we not even at the end of the episode. Oh, man. What's up, Mobius?
The last episode that just dropped was the one about the animals.
Yeah, man.
Our pet duck passed away. We missed you, Ducky.
Rest in peace.
That was a real one. That was hard to watch. That was hard to record. But you know,
yeah.
we're gonna move on. It's December. We out here. End of the year. We got stuff and things. We got plans for next year.
Things.
We got stuff to talk about.
We got shots.
We're gonna do some rapid firing for all the kind of wrapping up for the end of the year.
Woo woo.
And then we're gonna talk about some specific stuff. Why do I sound like a New Yorker? We're gonna talk about some specific stuff.
Whatever. You sound like a New Yorker in your head. I don't even know that.
We're gonna talk about some stuff because I don't talk like that. So we're gonna talk about some stuff.
Do you want a shot?
A shot?
Like a half a shot
of water?
With Red Bull.
A Red Bull?
Of Crown
Royal
alcohol. Yes, I couldn't even remember what it was called.
Why do I know that and you don't?
I can't even remember.
Who's the pothead now?
Who's the pothead now? You've been a pothead for years. Because you don't even smoke and you can't remember anything.
Can't remember nothing,
Residual
y'all.
pot effects.
Naps.
After never smoking.
Secondhand pothead. Yeah, I'll take a shot.
Woo! What an episode!
Yeah, so we're gonna do stuff and things. We're gonna, of course, save the stuff that matters to your homies, the people of color, the black exploitation films, the black dynamites in the community. We're gonna save it for y'all. We're gonna talk about some stuff that matters specifically to us, and then yeah,
brownies. So why does husbando be like? Oh, you can taste it first.
I was trying to see.
Why does husbando be like? I don't like it when you call our daughter brownie. Because I have been saying that brownies for my brownie. It was some movie where the white lady definitely called. I don't know. Her maid's daughter or something.
A brownie.
Yeah, a brownie.
Hey, look, I'm still an Oreo, all right? I'm still an Oreo from the suburbs of somewhere in the USA. I'm not gonna make it easy for y'all, even though we've doxed ourselves several times.
For season 3, I think we definitely just gave them our whole entrance.
Yeah, name drops, locations. We out here, but it's okay. We hope to get some more guests on next year, doing some more live streams and stuff. Anyway, because I think
what's up? Doing live streams, we really gotta talk about this.
Yeah.
What's the plan for next season? What are we gonna do that's different?
All fair.
First season, editing, like visuals, shitty visuals. Shout out to anybody who watched first season. Second season, VR.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhat disaster. It was lit though. I really enjoyed our VR season. Season 3, video gameplay. I don't know. We gotta do something. We gotta make it pop for season 4, and I can't believe it. As I dap up Pound Fist Mobius, I'm so proud that we making it to season 4. Season 2 was rocky compared to season 1. Season 3 was really rocky compared to season 2. But I think, I don't know. I really want to make season 4 pop. Like, I can't believe we had like 17, 18 episodes our first season. That's why I'm like, will we ever make it back to there? Like,
probably not. Quality reasons, quality stuff, and it's just it was much simpler then than it is now when you're trying to add all the effects and visuals and stuff. At the end of the day, this is still a podcast, and you could just throw up a blank picture and call it a day. But
the disrespect.
People want to see what you're doing. So having what did he call it? This is one guy I used to watch. A feature length, having a feature length video. Toast.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. This will probably come out.
I put more, like a shit ton of Red Bull, and I'm not even drinking.
Okay.
He took that shot. That peach Red Bull. I'm not a fan of Red Bull.
It was alright.
But them flavors.
It was alright.
The green one is the best. This one's alright. The green one.
But they're so expensive. Anyway, right. So yeah, we're gonna try to step up production for next year. I'm still doing band stuff. It's gonna get trickier and trickier, but hopefully.
Shout out to the band. We still not doing that. Hybrid.
Shout out to Hybrid Band.
Woo!
They gonna get doxxed. They really gonna know where we at. We say somebody listened. One of my friends listened to the podcast. It was like, so basically, y'all just it's a hot take the podcast. Where y'all say some really unpopular things. And I was like, basically. So yeah, we out here. We out here. Shout out to my band. We out here. Shout out to Entourage Band. Woo! I seen them play. I take some pictures for them. Shout out to Big Rip. We gotta get him on here too, cause he got a bunch of daughters.
Reds, yeah. Man, we got it.
That's
get
his,
Reds.
That's his. Yeah, we're just gonna go.
Reds,
Reds. Anyway, all right. This is the longest intro ever. It's about to be a rapid fire. You got something you want to say real quick while I organize my thoughts?
While I pretend to organize my thoughts. And by pretend to organize thoughts, we're talking about we got 40 tabs for that ass. And I'm not talking about 40 tabs of acid, which would be awesome. On the 10th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 40 tabs of acid. That did not happen. But I'll give out my P.O. box later in the episode so y'all can send it. Send
some stuff. Your boy likes cookies. Send your best cookies.
Yo, listen. Only the best cookies.
But you gotta day one that stuff, man. I don't want it to be like 5 days old and be crunchy.
Oh, yeah. Overnight the cookies.
Overnight the cookies.
You know what it is.
All right.
So the way I wanted to do it, remember? So the way I'm trying to run through, because we got, like I said, 40 tabs, 50 tabs, 60 tabs. We got a lot of things for this wrap-up that we're going to run through. Current events naturally going to be sprinkled out there, but we talking about the whole of 2022. Like every cliche TV show that's going to be on for the month of December and the beginning month of January is going to be cliche-ass wrap-ups to everything that was popping and not popping in 2022. So I wanted to make it a little different for us by going based on all the topics that we've discussed on our show. So it's like a recap of the show and a recap of 2020 and all the crap that's been going on. So I thought that was quite the clever Trevor of me.
But how realistic is that? I don't know.
Oh, Mobius is already full of doubt. Glass half
That's what I'm saying.
empty.
If we had the notebook, you just kind of flip through pages and.
I'm not doing that. Look, he's talking about flipping through pages. And Mobius is younger than me. I keep having to remind y'all that he's not an old man. He just got old white man tendencies.
You keep saying that, but y'all been calling me granddad since middle school.
Granddad.
That was before the boy. That was my nickname. It was Granddad.
Do you still love me?
I still love you, sis.
Oh, I love you too, man.
Okay.
Shout out to the gang that put me on to that, man. Shout out to JP. I don't know if you ever gonna listen to this. But yeah, shout out to you. You know who you are, the one and only. Alright, so our first episode was about video games. I ain't got no game news. All I got is comments. When I told Mobius, I was like, alright, you gonna look up all the gaming news, right? And I was like, the only thing I'm interested in is who else is being sexually assaulted by video game making companies, because this just seemed like the most hideous popular news that has been coming out the last couple years. Like, it's so ridiculous. Company after company after company, and it being like, oh, this is a sexist environment. Oh, the worst story that we reported on. The lady who was sexually assaulted and killed herself.
Yeah.
And so, you know, when we think about ideal jobs in America and the American dream, I don't think we think about getting a job and then committing suicide because the job fucking sucks. Like, and even more so, gaming. Who would think that working at a gaming company would be so stressful? That's supposed to be American dream, top fun jobs that only the best people can get. And so, you know, I feel like not only for COVID did reality show up, like 2020, 2021, and 2022 have been fucking rough, bro. Fucking rough. So, without any further ado, what do you got for gaming news, Mobius?
I'm gonna go straight to yawn. Yeah, we're just gonna do a hot. Oh, so we kind of covered this. Halo 3 server shut down at the beginning of the year. That was in January. That was I actually made a video on it, and like 5 people watched, but it was more of a passion project for me. On January 13th, 2022, the server shut down for good, including Halo 3, Halo Reach, and Halo 4. The legacy servers all shut down on the 360. You can still play them via the Master Chief Collection, which is more or less a re-release of all those games. But, you know, there's still quite a few people who play on 360 only. So,
and shout out to people who are still playing games on 360.
They out here.
I believe our first 1 or 2 or 3 episodes, one of those, for this season, we were playing the Master Chief Collection. Yeah, so.
For a little bit.
Yeah.
Right. Keeping it kind of quick.
Gamey.
Kind of gamey, because literally everything else I have is pretty much just real life shit.
Sony, it be like that.
Sony bought PlayStation for $3 billion. The Activision Microsoft deal still. Sony's blocking the crap out of it. They're concerned of a monopoly, basically, like because Call of Duty prints so much money. If Activision is bought by Microsoft, they would have the rights to only have it on Xbox. Now, Xbox says they won't do that, but
yeah, and we discussed that before when we was talking about I don't know, was it about the same deal that we were talking about? Yeah. Like whether they keep releasing, we're not going to do that, but at the end of the day, that's a card that they're going to have in their back pocket that they could pull at any point in which they want to. As long as they know. My whole issue is I don't plan on like buying a PlayStation, and I'm definitely not one of those people that's like, oh, I'm going to have every console in my house. But I love the cross-platform capabilities. That means everything to me. Just because I can, when you say I can play with people all over the world, okay, already, but that's people all over the world only with your console. When it comes to games that people love, like Mobius gets me a game every year. I'm stuck on the games that I love. I stopped playing Black Ops 4, fucking trash. The servers keep breaking. People are so racist. Everybody leave the damn game. Like, I stopped playing that and went back to Black Ops 3 because I know at this point the game has been out so long, the only people that's really, really, really playing Black Ops 3 are people who really, really, really love Black Ops 3. And so, with it being, Black Ops 3 is cross-platform?
I think so.
I'm trying to remember like what game. I think it was only like Fortnite when you play it. It like show you a little emblem of whether somebody's playing from a laptop or whether they're playing from a non-Xbox platform. But you know, I would like to think that if Black Ops 3 is cross-platform, there's not a lot of people playing it. Period. So if they took that away, it'll be even less people playing. And then more than anything, you know, just for any game, period. Like, I don't want my options taken away. Anyway, go ahead.
For the first time in 2 decades, Call of Duty will skip a year because of Vanguard's disappointing sales.
So they're saying they're not going to release one for 2023?
Probably not, no. Yeah.
I feel like it was too much. They didn't even come out with a whole separate disc purchase, none of that. They was trying to sell you Vanguard while you was still playing Black Ops 4. And I don't even play Black Ops 4. I only play
Black Ops 4 is old,
the
though.
Zombies thing.
Black Ops 4 is old, so it's more.
Black Ops 4 is old. Let me see.
While she's doing that, Black Ops 4 is old. It's they release a game every year between 3 different studios. So the last one that came out before that was Call of Duty Cold War. Yeah, time.
You're lying. Black Ops 4 was released in 2018?
Yep. 2019 was Modern Warfare, the reboot. 2020 was Call of Duty Cold War, Black Ops Cold War.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Cold... Hold on, but 4
Those are 2
and Cold War... No. But on the Xbox, they're on the same...
No.
When you load up...
No.
4 is separate.
Yes, 4 is very separate.
Okay, then I'm talking about Cold War.
I'm
just really confused.
Modern Warfare 2019, Black Ops Cold War, which came out 2020, and Vanguard are all... They share the same ecosystem. So they're very different games.
That's what it is. It's the Modern Warfare, which is what? Like the campaign,
and the
military game. Then there's the zombie side of it.
No. Modern Warfare doesn't have zombies. None of them are.
No, Modern Warfare. No. I'm talking about when you load up Cold War.
Right.
It has Modern Warfare. It has zombies, which is, I guess,
in
Cold
Black
War.
Ops, yes.
And then it has this Vanguard shit they trying to sell you.
Yeah.
As a part of it.
It was terrible.
I feel like they did too much. It
was a cool idea. It made the game very, very sluggish, and it'd be different if all those games were made by the same studio, and they ran the same engine, but they don't.
What the crap?
So Modern Warfare engine was completely designed from the ground up. That's a brand new engine. Black Ops Cold War is kind of like a modification of the previous engines based off of.
And that's Treyarch and Raven Software.
Right.
Published by Activision.
Right. And what's interesting is...
And the developer is also Beanox.
Yeah.
Like, what? It's
a
lot.
I think Sledgehammer, too. Because they got handed the project at the last minute to try to finish it up. Because whoever had it before Treyarch got their hands on it, they were fucking up. So, yeah. It was a lot. But anyways...
Okay, so I was talking about Black Ops 4, you guys. But I really meant Cold War. So I don't have Black Ops 4. So I went from Black Ops 3 to Cold War. I've never purchased any Modern Warfares ever in my life. I don't intend on it. So what was Vanguard? It's not Black Ops 5.
No, it's another World War II shooter.
It's World War II.
Yeah. Separate
but
from
instead of called World War II, it's Vanguard.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Yeah, they release one every year. And so that was terrible. Then the deal between Activision and Microsoft happened, and they said, "Hey, we're gonna calm down." So that was 2021, and then 2022, this game came out, Modern Warfare 2. Good game. It's got its issues, but whatever. So next year there shouldn't be a new game, and it's gonna be between the 2 studios instead of 3 different ones, I think.
Bruh.
Anyway.
So they still ain't bought it? Like you said, Sony is hating?
They're trying to block the deal.
FTC seeks to block Microsoft Corp's acquisition of Activision.
Yeah. They're just too big.
From the monopoly shit.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing I was saying in the beginning. Like, bro, Microsoft already has had questionable customer service for years when it comes to the Xbox side of things. That's a major concern for me.
They all have, but a game in a game studio is different from the system that runs it. So it's still a concern, but
Microsoft owns too much shit.
If it means that Activision will get their head out of their asses and stop doing the shady stuff that they're doing, I'm for it. You know, either way, it's somebody's gonna make a shit ton of money doing something.
Look, regardless, somebody's gonna get that bread.
So whether they do nothing or keep everything the same and buy each other, it doesn't really matter. E3 got canceled this year. Pretty much everybody's pulled out of it to kind of do their own thing. I mean, it is what it is. It used to be, before gaming was so accessible and so mainstream, you had to go to E3 to see the new stuff. You had to turn on X-Play and G4 TV and Attack of the Show to see anything about gaming news. You had to pick up Game Informer and Shonen Jump. Now you don't really have to. You just watch your favorite guys. So me, it's Russian Badger and Angry Joe.
Just watch your favorite guys.
Young, yeah. You just watch your favorite dudes. That's it.
And they're gonna give you the tea.
Yeah, in their particular style, and you don't have to wait 30 minutes to see a 5-minute segment about the game that you wanted to.
Damn! Shout out to the unknown unknowns. Shout out to the M-Turn for making shorts. Shout out to everybody who banged with us. All right, next.
Square Enix lost a $200 million deal after the poor sales of Marvel's Avengers, the game they did. It was pretty terrible. Xbox DRM issues. Cyberpunk, which came out a couple years ago, had a terrible release, and then the anime dropped, and then people were like, hey, this game's not so bad. Which makes sense because enough time has passed, so they had a pretty substantial amount of work done into it. And so now it's kind of worth picking up. I mean, try it, good game, good anime. People are clamoring for a second season, so it's got to be pretty solid. Elden Ring was so successful that it outsold Call of Duty in 2 months. This is before Modern Warfare 2 came out. This is like several months ago. Let's see. Death Stranding 2's been leaked by Norman Reedus, and we like that. GTA 6 was leaked during the summer, and that was really cool because I was up at work chilling, and then it's just some dude out of nowhere just dropped a video. And I was like, that's fake as shit. And then all of a sudden, it's like...
It came out that, shit had really got hacked. They refused to negotiate with this local terrorist. So he said, fuck y'all. And he dropped that shit.
The FBI... Because Rockstar's an American company. So the FBI got involved and...
Oh, because this was overseas.
Yeah, it was some kid in England who was already banned, if I understand correctly. He was already banned from supposed to be using the internet and stuff.
Damn.
The Steam Deck is out and it's awesome, and I want one. Merch. Destiny 2 sued a YouTuber for $7 million. NFTs are in the toilet. No one really cares about them. No one ever did, but the companies definitely worked really hard to give the impression that wasn't the case. Seth Green, the actor and comedian, I guess, he had to pay $300,000 to get his, which somebody stole from him. He had to pay to get that back.
Wait, what they steal?
His NFTs. That online shit that no one cares about.
I know the non-fundable tokens, and we did we touched on one episode. We tried to wiki that shit. Like, look, let me try to help you understand. I don't fucking understand this shit. But hold on, he got robbed. Mm-hmm. And then what he had to pay? What he had to pay somebody to get it back, or he had to file for bank?
It was what is a blackmail? So $300,000 to get his back, which he could use to flip and get more money. Sure, especially because he's a high value person.
Blackmail? What, they got a sex tape for this guy? Because he is not attractive.
No, I mean, they just stole the stuff and was like, if you want it back, give me money.
Wait, ransom, Seth Green's the guy from the werewolf from Buffy? I'm thinking about Seth Rogen.
No.
The fat guy. Seth Green is the guy from Buffy, and he's like a producer on so much shit.
This guy's
the little skinny dude.
He's the voice of Chris from Family Guy. This guy.
Yeah, I know who Seth Green is. Again, to me, he will always be the werewolf from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Buffy, I don't remember it because I was a kid.
And I have just aged myself. Next.
Yes. Somebody just asked me about Blockbuster, too.
Oh, my goodness. Next.
So bad. Some free games. Meta, which is Facebook.
FBs
is hemorrhaging money so much that they're losing billions with a B.
They fired.
Did you hear the B? Billions of dollars on this one project. The what is it called? The Horizon Worlds. And I don't understand how a company could sink that much money into this ecosystem. And
what is this how's Horizon World supposed to be? Because I keep hearing people saying that that Meta is going to fail, that he put too much money into the VR shit. If we're talking about the VR world, bro, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. In 2022, they're really the way things are moving, there really is no such thing as sinking too much money into the future.
No.
The issue is
he's too ahead of the game though.
And that's all I was going to say, Mo. That we go like the world got to catch up with him. Like everybody can't afford an Oculus.
No.
And until Oculus is dumb affordable, like, and I feel like that was Amazon's biggest. The way they took over the game. Alexa is not ridiculously overpriced. The tablet, Fire tablet, never affordable. Been ridiculously overpriced. The Fire Stick, stuff, never ridiculously overpriced, but it still does have it. Do got Google on it.
No, I'm saying it can't run certain like Play Store stuff.
Well, no,
you can get around it
because Alexa, Alexa, yeah. Different. But absolutely, but it still got the voice command capabilities and. What is Alexa? A knockoff freaking Google.
All Mark had to do was buy VR chat, basically, or something equivalent, and then that's a meta product. Instead of making all this money to build all that from the ground up.
Scratch, and that's another thing.
Either that, or Fortnite. He just buys Fortnite outright because that's basically the metaverse. I don't think
whoever owns Fortnite,
he's got
unless they ass was down bad. Why would they sell it to Facebook?
Because
billions. I know, because he got the money to really bribe them out of Fortnite.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that they understand.
Yeah.
At this point, well, no. In 2022, if somebody said, and I owned Fortnite, sell Fortnite to Zuck. In 2022, I might do it because I do not see. It's kind of like the thing with Facebook. I feel like they done topped out. Yeah, I feel like it's definitely done peaked. Yeah. And so this point, it's going to take some innovative shit to not to keep it going. Fortnite is going to keep going.
Yeah.
It's going to keep going. But will it ever be as popular as it was? I feel like when Fortnite comes into VR, when they come into augmented reality, that's when that shit is going to... That's going to be another opportunity for it to peak again.
It's kind of the way of GTA in that there's always going to be a new generation of people who've never played that game. And GTA 5 has been out for like 10 years. And so while we the old heads are going, we want a new game.
The young people are like, this shit is great. And they're still playing it like the shit came out yesterday.
Right. And they keep doing updates, so they'll never know. Fortnite's kind of the same way. They just added the Doom guy. They added, I think, The Witcher. They added a bunch of other guys. So to build this shared universe where they already own the IPs or they own the license to use the IPs, Master Chief, Doom guy, all those stuff, all these very valuable IPs.
Characters
the same way that, Steven Spielberg had to pay an arm and a leg. Oh no, kind of, because Warner Brothers owns a lot of this stuff too. So when he made Ready Player One, and then when they did Space Jam, and it was just an IP flex. Like, look at all the IPs we own. Look at all this stuff that we have the rights to and can use freely.
Yeah, that new Space Jam, I feel like that was really just a flex of like...
Look at all this stuff
we've been here for years, and look what we have acquired.
Disney's doing all their stuff. Look at the stuff that we have. That's all that was.
I feel like that's the same. That's the Paramount commercial we talked about earlier this year. Mm-hmm. That fucking Paramount Plus commercial is ill. They're pulling out video game characters from shows from the 80s, the 90s, and they're putting them all in the commercial. Like, we own this fucking universe.
Right.
Like,
and that's what the metaverse basically is. You don't have to leave your house. It's exactly what's that Ready Player One was, where people aren't leaving their house.
Ready
people are
Player
making
One
money doing stuff and
was
farming
an eye opener, and I feel like people would sleep.
Yeah,
they didn't even want to address how real. 20 years from now, give it 20 years, bro.
Video games as an escape was the thing, and like D&D and all the nerd shit. As an escape,
right? It was a nerd thing.
Yeah, it was an escape for people like us, and it was even if it wasn't an escape, you enjoyed it. Now there's so much money to be made doing any of this that there's going to be people who very really want to escape real life by doing anything but going outside.
Bruh, okay, show, Amazon, Peripheral. If you like what me and Moses is talking about right now. And and you see the real danger of Ready Player One, watch Peripheral. Real talk.
We're gonna keep it going. So 3 months ago, Cyberpunk with the anime came out.
I don't never want to talk about Cyberpunk again.
I'm kind of retraining my thought. Then 2 months ago, Google said they're going to shut down the Stadia because of the same reasons. They put too much money in it. They weren't ready.
Trash.
Yep.
They did shut it down. Yeah. Trash.
Yeah, I'm saying, but they weren't ready. They did
that.
the same thing that Zuckerberg did. He's spending all this money when he could have just bought a studio, however big or small, and then
I think he just don't want to pay nobody residuals. Cause again, and that's one thing I would do is I learned this equity.
Mm-hmm.
I need equity, or I need I need residuals. Period.
Mm-hmm.
If I sell you this shit, I just need residuals. I just need 0.5% for the rest of my life until I die.
Right, but when you've already got $1 billion, that's a drop in the bucket for you. That's he can either dip into his private money,
though,
or he can dip into the corporate money. Either way, he's got the cash to throw at it.
Zuckerberg fucked up. He need new people working for him. Next.
All the people working for him are telling him this was a terrible idea.
Well, then I gotta get on it one more time. Don't forget, Zuck know about that pedophilia on Facebook.
Yep.
So when we talk about why Zuck losing all this money, how many times will he call before the Supreme Court this year to Congress to testify about all the shit that's going on?
Yep. And while that's happening, some guys reached out to Tom from MySpace and was like, "Hey, how are you doing?" And he was like, "I'm chilling. I don't have to deal with anything."
Yo, because he sold that shit at the right time, and he is good. He ain't got to worry about shit. He's like, I don't got Zuckerberg problem.
the OG voice actor for Bayonetta boycotted the game because she said she was paid. Or she was offered an insultingly low pay.
You already talked about that last
episode.
That's a recap.
Yeah, anyway, that's a recap. So, yeah, she lied.
And then we found out she lied. And everybody's like, fuck that guy.
Meta's value drops by $700 billion. God of War Ragnarok is a masterpiece. And if you remember...
My husband, I think he wants that.
God of War?
And what is that? That's on PlayStation 5?
Yeah.
When am I getting a PlayStation 5? When they start talking about coming out with a PlayStation 6.
Like shit. Yes. That's not gaming news, but The Rock